Hey there, tarot friends. For the first time ever, I am here on my phone. So my computer is not currently turning on. Um, and so I decided to just try it with my phone. So if something is weird, please let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I have no idea how this works. So it looks like my output is okay, but I don't really know what that means for StreamYard. So I will just have a little sip sip and you can tell me if things are working. So I see Zane was here commenting first. Hello, happy Friday. Okay, loud and clear, says Zane. Thank you so much. Um, Richie is here listening at work. Diane and Scott are here. Hello and happy Friday to you both. Kelly Bear is in the house. Hello. So yeah, this is really strange being on my phone. But that's fine. I will just roll with it. I'm too lazy to go downstairs and jump on Ryan's computer. So I don't know what's wrong with my laptop. I was using it like an hour ago. Um, And remember a couple months ago, I freaked out and I took it to Best Buy and they were like, you're just pushing the button too long. You were just restarting your computer. I swear I'm not doing that this time. It's just not turning on. So anyway, I had like one earring in, not that, oh yeah, you can kind of see it. So let's put in my other, Nomi. Jennifer's here. Hello. Okay, let me go ahead and put my other earring on. Let me just finish getting ready because usually I do this while my computer's booting up and it just is not working. Um, I see Alex and Orshi. Hello, thank you for being here. I don't know if you can see now, I have my Regina Tarot blue crescent that she made me. So that's what I'm rocking today. Oh, goodness. I knew something weird was going to happen because I actually posted the notice for this in Scott's group, which like I don't usually do just because I don't know, I just don't like promote a lot. I like my little group of people, but I mean I also love whoever wants to come hang out. It's not like that, but you all know I'm here with my 3.5-year-old. Sometimes I have to get up and leave. It's just like a little friends club, but that doesn't mean it's exclusive. I just don't push it out there a lot. And today I'm not working at all. Usually I do some flex time on Fridays and do like a short day. Today I'm completely off, so that takes away some of my, I don't know, I'm not usually stressed, but I don't know. I thought, you know what? It's a 100% vacation day. I'll go ahead and post it somewhere else, that I'm going to be live at 9. And I'm like, I hope I'm not jinxing myself. But of course, I am. Computer doesn't turn on, but it's fine. Richie, I do think Regina would make you a long man. Look what she made Max that I still haven't given him in his room. Max was partially named after Where the Wild Things Are, Max. That's not working. Let's use an Orchie card. There we go. Whoa. There's a little Wild Things Max that she made. It is just so incredible. So there you go. I bet she would make you a long man. Okay, little Max goes right back up there. So anyway, I guess I will just carry on with what we were doing. Hello, Shauna and Regina, by the way. I know I'm talking about you, but I don't think I said hi. Okay, so bear with me. The chat's different. My frame is different. I'm just gonna rock with it. Let's take another sip. Yeah, Jennifer, isn't that amazing? Regina Tarot, who's in the chat right now, check her out. She's got an Etsy shop and a YouTube channel, and she is an amazing wire crafter. I don't know, jewelry and figures and just everything. So yeah, check out her stuff, everyone, by the way. All right, okay, now all my Friday bank notifications are popping up on my phone. This is so annoying. Sorry. Okay, so this is really just going to be a this and a that. We're just going to kind of go around the table and see what's up. We might do a couple circle punches from our Midnight Edition Oracle of Black Enchantment, because we haven't done that in a while. We might make a journal page. We might make a tarot card. So we will just kind of see. Now my computer is like, the operating system did not shut down cleanly. Reconstructing cache metadata. This is so intense. Okay, well, there we go. My computer is doing something. Cool. We'll just stick with the phone. Hey, B, thank you so much for being here. Good afternoon to you. Debbie, I think I said hi to you, but if I didn't, then my apologies. I do it in my head and then not always here. Let's see if this little computer is gonna fire up. Please just bear with me while I type in my password and see what's up. Okay. What else? Oh, I brought my regular Sharpies over from the bin because I thought we could also do color some of the backs for the archetypes, because I'm so behind on that project. And I mentioned during the last archetypes video that I've been using my Diane markers. They're called something else, but our sweet Diane sent them. They're like Jelly Roll and Aqualip, like pens like that. So that is what I've been using for the backs, and it's beautiful, but sometimes they stick. And so I think I want to do like a mix of markers on them. Hi, Isabel. So I see Shauna asking B. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I just use like capital letter B. But her name is Bosede, Bosede. So either of those will work. And again, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So, I did show, so mixing the backs, like mixing different markers on the backs. And those archetype cards are thick enough that I'm quite certain that Sharpies are going to be fine on the backs. Debbie says, I'm currently crocheting my fingers off the baby shower Sunday. Oh my. And I did post in the group last time because I was talking about these ancestor readings I'm doing for my clients right now. And so let's start with that, because I posted a picture in the group. But I know not everyone's in there. Also, I know there are a lot of tarot groups. I just made it kind of as like an offshoot of the archetypes and whatever I do next. But if I know you, right, we just have to be friends on Facebook, and then I can invite you into the group. There's like 25 of us. It's very small. And it's just kind of for whatever. So if you hear me talking about the group, that's what I mean. Gosh, my nose is running again. Excuse me. Like it hasn't in a week, but now I'm in this room and it just has to do it. Okay, I don't need, sorry, I have to mess around with this computer, make sure nothing's wrong with it, because it's for my business. Okay. Just finished edging my, oh gosh, how do you say that? For Haxa, I don't know, tarot in orange. I've been itching to edge a deck in orange for a while. Oh, is that the crow? What's her name? So check out this sweet box, by the way. This is the legit Moonlight Tarot, not Talking to the Moon or Talk to the Moon, whatever it was. So in my soul group, I just read Scott's comment in the My Soul Deck video, which was like my third video I ever did, I think. I show the like counterfeit stolen artwork copy of this deck, but I have since put the correct information in the description. And when I found out that it was a fake, that someone had stolen the artwork, now it was very hard to tell because there's no QR code or anything like that. It's super high quality. So that's why I keep calling it like stolen artwork, because it was done. I mean, it's high quality. It came like in a velvet bag. I have it over in my trade pile for the Elements group. Sip, sip. Of course, only trading individual cards with people who are okay with getting knockoffs. So anyway, this is the deck that I'm using for my ancestor readings that I'm doing this year. I don't always do ancestor readings, but I do something like to do with ancestors or spirits or the veil or whatever during this time. So here are the backs. And this is by Inessa, Inessa, Bondarenko. I'll put the Etsy shop and stuff up, but if you search it, it will show up now. Instagram is Inessa_Moonlight. Comes with this little tag in the front. And you can upgrade to get this box, which I did because once I found out again that I had a fake, I wanted to like extra support that artist. So I got the highest level, right? I got the fancy box. Then all of her contact information was also like burned or etched or whatever into the back. This is so nice. And then it has this little glass piece that slides. So then the card backs sort of, or no, I'm sorry, the borders on the front, this is the border design, is etched on the glass, and then this slides in. It's amazing. Okay. So anyway, I did post a picture, but I thought I would show you, and you'll see like 10 of these cards are edged in black, 10 or 20 maybe. And so I need to work on that as well. But anyway, some of the fronts, let me find one that's going to show up well. So here we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it looks like flower petals, right? So very crazy ornate borders, the little crescent moon and the numeral at the top. So there's our wheel, just to kind of give you that. I've made it a goal to watch all of Simon's videos, so for me it wasn't that long ago. Shauna, that's so funny. I remember you talking about that before, and I totally did that in the beginning. Oh, Nomi has requested Scott's group and requested me, so that's amazing. Oh, yay, Isabel. I wonder, can I pop the comments up? Oh, I can. Okay, sorry. For those of you who popped in a couple minutes after I started, I'm on my phone and I've never done this before. Yes, Isabel, and I thought I already had you in there for some reason, but maybe I've just seen you like as friends with other people. So anyway, if anyone feels like I'm not inviting you or something, please just know that I think you're already there. Okay, same person that made the Crow Tarot. And I just can't think right now, but I get their emails. TBR hit. If it hasn't got a barcode, it's an effing fake. Yeah, but you know what? This one did. I'm telling you, it was so, well, I don't know, because it was just in a bag, right? There was no box. But I'm telling you, like, the cardstock is lush. It feels just like this one. The color saturation is a little bit different. But yeah, anyway. Okay, have a great time doing your businessy stuff. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. The Lovers, here, I'll show a couple more. I know I'm like babbling. And so we have some like background designs and stuff too. Look at this chariot. And then there's like the little this design sort of stuff here and there, like sacred geometry, but not really. And I'm so terrible. I can't remember if this is like Scandinavian or what. It's rooted strongly in something in particular, and I don't remember. I do have a PDF of information saved somewhere, but I haven't printed it or anything like that. But one of the reasons I love this is, can you see the red cross on her face, like the eye covering, but it also runs the other way as well. Those show up throughout the deck, and there's an explanation in that PDF of like what that is. But I love that concept just as like not physically seeing and like using the intuition instead. So anyway, just an example of one of the aspects in this deck. And then we have the Two of Cups. I just think the artwork is beautiful. I like the people figures, which I'm really picky about people. Two of Swords. There is no figure. I also love this idea with a sword stuck in a rock. So just really pippish in some cases, but like still very atmospheric, right? Like you get the whole, check out this Princess of Wands. Ten of Pentacles is this awesome owl. Like, I just love it. It's a mix of like animal, people, whatever. So our Queen of Wands doesn't have her face showing, but that's more so just because her hair is blocking it. But like, I love this sort of like dancey vibe of this card in particular. Just so many things. The Knight of Cups is amazing. There are two people in this chalice. Can you see them in there? And this reminds me of a show I saw in Vegas called, it might have been called Zumanity, like Zuman. Oh, Jennifer, look at you. Swedish. Thank you. I'm assuming that's an answer to my question because Jennifer knows the things. There is a segment in the Zumanity show of, and it's actually, that show is awesome because there are all these different representations of romantic love. And there's presumably a lesbian couple that does this piece in this giant bowl of water. Okay. It's incredible. And there's one part where they stand on the edges of this bowl facing away from each other, and then they like rise up. I was going to say like into elevate. But if you're not a dancer, that just means like you're going up on your toes kind of on the ball of your foot. And then they jump just the tiniest bit, and then they slide down like into the bowl, like with their bodies against the bowl. And it's amazing. Like the whole bowl is see-through, so you can like see the whole thing. It's incredible. So anyway, this is like what that always reminds me of. Mendy is here. What? Boom. Happy Friday indeed. Sip, sip, everyone, from Mendy. Mm. And Hen is here. Were Hen and Mendy having a party and then they came on over? Thank you for being here, friends. Jennifer says, well, the name is from Swedish, but the deck may be inspired more broadly by Scandinavian lore. I think you're right. Okay, perfect. I love it. I love this information that somewhere was already in my brain, but it's just, Ange is here. Look at that. Mendy says, I wish I could party with Jen. All right, computer. So anyway, if I seem at all scattered today, or if I'm missing comments, which I'm sure I am, I'm on my phone today for the first time ever. And so I just don't really know how this works. My computer is being weird. Anyway, I just wanted you to see a few of those cards. We'll do, I keep saying one more, but then Five of Cups with like the plant hangers. There's our Chris. The moon. It's just a really beautiful deck. It's just amazing. The sun, okay. Some of these, this was like partially in order because I put it back in order yesterday after my client reading. I have like 4 more to do, but I'm not doing those until Monday. So I keep putting it back in order and then edging some, but I have obviously not gotten very far. Of course. Okay, let me show you the tower though, because it's gorgeous. I edged the other deck, the knockoff, but I think I only got this one maybe at like the beginning of last year or like the end of 2020 maybe. Okay, anyway, I'll be done with that for now. I love this deck, and this is what I'm using for ancestor readings for my people right now. Okay, so then that's one little this and that. Let's have another sip. Oh my gosh. Okay, my leg's falling asleep, so let's move that. I think I already mentioned this last time, but just because they're both still sitting here, obviously, for October, I'm using my Tarot of the Abyss from my Sweetness. Thank you again. And my Taupe Witch Oracle with the OG backs. So look how beautiful that combination is. I mean, you can just imagine, right? Yeah, maybe I'll post some of those in the group as well. But anyway, those are my October loves and client deck for this month. Also, in my group, maybe like a month ago or so, I had posted, I finally started the sticker deck, and my little Page of Wands fairy. So I'm using just this one set of stickers for this. I'm pretty certain. I don't know if I'll mix other things in or not. But they're sort of like vellum paper stickers. And like all in that pastel. So I want it to kind of be cohesive in that way at least. So here's my Page of Wands, and my pages are all going to have some little kind of like familiar with them, I think. I've only done 2 cards, so it's like still very much up in the air. But this is a tiny little winged unicorn and like little magic-y fairy dust kind of stuff sprinkled around. So there's my Page of Wands, and this is just a thing I'm doing for myself, right? But I've shown that one, but I also made another card like that same day or the next day. And this one was easy, right? I had to use the flamingos for the lovers. So there they are. So those are my 2 cards I've made for my sticker deck. Today is sort of like a recap of all of the ongoing projects that are happening over here. Okay. This should go right there. So let's take a sip and figure out what we're going to do. Let's try the Sharpies on the back of the archetypes, because that's another ongoing project. Let's try it out. I'm going to pull one that we've already used, of course. The healer, do I have anything that looks like that color though? Let me see. Ooh, the Siren. I have these colors. Okay. We've already been over the Siren, right? We're into places now on Tuesdays at 9 if you want to come hang out for Archetypes Talk. So let's color the Siren. So this is the first one I'm doing like mixy, not using my Diane markers. Oh, and happy Sophie Day to Chris, by the way. Sophie's back in action. I'm just reading all of the hellos. He is a hunk monster. Oh my gosh. And Chris is drinking an Iron Brew just now, he says, of course. Okay, so let's get mixy with the Siren. Speaking of Siren, today's the 22nd, yeah? I think, yeah, it's got to be today. Oh, currently watching Hocus Pocus. Very good. My Siren that I used as an example when we were talking about this card, it's her birthday today. So let's color her card. Okay. So here's the back, right? We know what this looks like. This goes a lot quicker than the other markers because they're like liquidy. But again, I mean, the other ones look amazing, so I'm still going to be working those in. But this will help me get caught up a little bit and will help the whole thing not stick together. Because I think if I have some with these like more smooth backs, then we will be able to get caught up and it will still continue shuffling okay. So I just have to worry with the, not worry, but just watch where I end, because then it leaves like a little mark where the marker ends, but I don't really know that that matters in the grand scheme of things. So yes, completely off work today, going to my friend's house in a little bit, gonna pick up lunch on the way. Okay, Ishi's here. Hello, thanks for hanging out. Okay, so I'm making this one like lavender and pink and whatever else. I might not even color the whole card, but we'll just see what we end up with. I'll do this big middle piece so we can get an idea of what it's going to look like. And I'm not even going like white shape to white shape. I'm just kind of tracing my own shapes and making them end where I want them to. I think it's going to be excellent. Ooh, the pink looks really good. I figure I should use like the 100 markers that are in the bin from when I cleaned my room. So, you know, we're just going around. Now that we have organized this room, I figured we can just kind of dip into all of the ongoing projects, but I won't always be this scattered. Next week we'll pick something, but today I just thought we'll do this and that. So here's the lavender. I see a little light spot in there. Sometimes you can't tell until you really hold it up. And then when it dries, of course, it's going to go a little lighter, but I think this is okay. We'll just do another quick round on this one. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what I'm picking up for lunch. I need to figure that out. Bye, B. Thank you for stopping and hanging out with us. Okay, so here we go. Purple and pink on that one. So that's what that will look like. I won't color the whole card while you're sitting here waiting, but at least get that one done, and let's have a sip. Oh no. Ishi, I hope you're feeling better soon. Oh, I don't like everyone being sick. I mean, of course, that's an obvious statement, isn't it? But still. Okay. Well, can I find my Black Enchantment? So for those of you who are not always hanging out, I got a replacement deck of this Midnight Edition Black Enchantment because, oh, time out on the Patrick Valenza talk, because I saw a post last night, I think it was, that there are a few copies available on the Deviant Moon Inc. site of the bordered Deviant Moon. So I was lucky enough to receive that copy from a friend. I was on the fence about that deck for so long, it just really wasn't speaking to me. But then when they decided they were getting rid of it, I'm like, yeah, let me try it out because, you know, it's from you, I'll keep it, and it has the borders, and that's what I really wanted. So I have a copy now, but I saw that last night and I was like, wow, people might want to know about that. And I didn't share it because I don't know why. I ran out of time, something happened. Um, Sip, sip. But yeah, if you have been waiting for the bordered version, I saw a few copies available on the site. So back to this. What happened was some of mine, like every seventh card was kind of like run off the edge. And so I got a replacement one. They sent me a new deck, completely new. And I've been circle punching the other one. Oh, Debbie has borders. She wants the borderless. I remember that you had a copy with borders, but then, you know, since forgot. So we've been circle punching this just randomly, like once a month or once every 2 months or something. And I'm saving the backgrounds so that I can put these into my junk journal. And then I can write words in the open, excuse me, can write words in the open spaces. So I'm keeping like the backgrounds, but then we're also making, we've done about, it makes a lot. So the big cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've only done 14 of the big cards, but it makes like 3 or 4 little circles. So here's what we've been doing with that project. Boop, boop, boop. So let me get this going the right way here. So making a circle deck is so awesome. The first time I saw someone doing that, it was the lovely Veronica Jude making a circle deck out of one of her regular RWS decks. And you know, one example is like the fish and the Page of Cups, like right, she like punched that part out or cut it out. I can't remember how she did it exactly. Sip, sip. But just as that's where I saw that idea for the first time. I should also say my inspiration for making a sticker deck, I actually had the idea on my own. And I was like, oh, I could put stickers on the blank cards and make something that's mine. And then like 3 days later, Julie at Peekaboo Rose was making like a holiday sticker oracle deck. And I was like, oh my gosh, we are twinsies. And that has happened so many times with her. Not so many times, but I'm going to say 3 times. I'm like, I should do a video about this thing. And like, I know a lot of us have videos about a lot of similar things, but these were more specific, like less common things. I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to do this. And then I can't think of the other example. And then, of course, I didn't do it. And then a few days later, like she made a video of whatever I was thinking about. Spooky. So anyway, my inspiration for a sticker deck came from myself, but was like around the same time that Julie at Peekaboo Rose had done one. And my circle inspiration came from Veronica Jude. I was like, wow, that was a brand new thought that I did not have and that was completely inspired by her. So then you can basically pop out little parts that you want to highlight, like a little kitty in the window. It's amazing. Yes, it's like super addicting to make circle decks. Shauna says it's like a Pog Oracle deck. Does anyone remember those? I remember those when we were up north. Me and my brother used to ride. It was like a marina, like at the lake, gas station, convenience store, little souvenir shop, and we would take our little pocket change up there and buy Pogs. Just, I don't know, it was fun. We would ride our bike all the way over there because it was like maybe a quarter of the way around the lake. And so we'd like make a day of it and ride our bikes and go buy Pogs. So much fun. Sip, sip. Okay. Here's one that's just like a foot and like a cloak or a cape. And so I'm going to use this. I have not used it yet. I want it to be all done first. But I'm going to use this maybe like casting, but maybe like cards. And I would read this one as like it's time to go, or like action, or leaving the space, like that 8 cups kind of if it's stay or go, it's go. It's time to take the step. So like that's just an example. If this crescent moon one with a little castle top came up, it might be about like wishes coming true, like because of the castle, or it might be, withdrawing for a bit and taking time for yourself, sinking into intuition. Like that's what I would read out of that. So just an example of like different things you could read, because some people are like, what are you going to do with those? I'm like, well, it's a deck. I'm going to read it. Here we have someone, kind of bound and unable to speak. And so, I might relate this to like an 8 swords kind of thing, but, can you really get away from the situation? How can you break out and get back to your own convictions and standing on your own ground kind of thing? They're so cute. I just love, like, look at the little pathway to the house and the trees. It just was like these little snapshots, like these little peeks into the card. I love it so much. Oh, here's my super cute little skeleton boy with, I don't know why it's a boy, but it is, with his drum. Oh my gosh, I love him. Candy, hello, thank you for being here. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's fun to just look at the cards. So I'll do a couple and show you just how quick it is. Like I think a little bit about it, but not too much. And I just think like, oh, I want to take this and this and this piece of it. So you can get 3 or 4 out depending on like how the card is set up and what you want to take, obviously. Um, so yeah, this has been like one of my favorite things. I really love it, and I'm enjoying the process. Like I would say I can't wait to use it, and I can't, but I'm really enjoying. It's like, I don't say creating, but it's like cultivating your own deck out of a bigger deck. So if you have a deck that has errors or like print errors, or you get a duplicate somehow, this is like such a fun thing to do. And it really kind of like refocuses. And I'm excited to use it my um, with my good copy of this and see what comes up. And that's a time when I might cast it. Like I might cast them on a spread of like 6 of like these full size cards, right? And it also, making the circles has helped me look at things in a different way on a card. I mean, I'm kind of like that anyway. Like I kind of zone into like one certain thing. With different decks on different days, I might be like, oh, this sun is really like standing out to me in this card, or this one figure is really standing out to me. So it kind of like keeps that fine tuning going, I think. Um, it's a way to kind of refocus your intuition, or refocus what's interesting to you. And then when you go back to like the big version of the card, I feel like it helps that tuning in process a little bit. I don't know if that's making sense, but it has felt like that to me too. So here's our big card. So it's going to start out like this. I'm peeking under because, again, I can't see because I'm on my phone. Okay, so here's the full card, and now we will punch some out. So the circles that I'm using are 1 3/4, and that gets you about 3 or 4 out of there. This is an EK brand, and I just slide it in so I can see at the bottom here. And then, yeah, so we slide this in here. And obviously, I'm a sucker for a blue crescent moon, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that. There will probably be a lot of those in my deck because Patrick uses a lot and I love them. Okay. So here's our first little punch from this card. We have the crescent moon with the rain or the blood or whatever that is for you, and the devil figure. Bye, Shauna. Thank you so much for being here. Have an awesome day. Is it my anniversary today? No, it is not. My wedding anniversary is May 21st. Boop. Okay. But I'm not surprised if I said something that alluded to something that doesn't make sense. Because I feel like that's something I might do. You just line it up and pop it out. So now we have this figure with her little hush. So this will be a great one. I think when it comes up, we'll be like, okay, it's time to not speak, right? That's a thing sometimes. Sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut and wait for the right moment, right? Jennifer, I kind of remember that. I kind of do. Let's see. Let's take, oh, this is cool. If I can get, we might be done. Oh no, this one's kind of strange because of how it was set up, but I think we'll do this. So this is reminding me of like Lenormand clouds, right? So that's what those are, cloudy with flames at the bottom. It was like clouds over the fire. So we can read that one as well. Of course we can read anything. Okay, so here's our next one. We'll do maybe one more of these. Oh yeah, Ishi's birthday. I knew there were a couple, really. Yes. I saw pics of you with your other half on my timeline, and that's all. Timeline, that's all I wondered. Oh. Weird. I don't know. Like recently? Oh, maybe my brother. Maybe pictures of me and my brother. Because I posted a picture or a post with him because we became Facebook friends yesterday or whatever, 13 years ago. But anyway, oh, thank you. I love my dress so much, like so much. Oh my gosh, it was incredible. I bought it online. Like it was totally not the wrong size. I'm like, that's never gonna fit me, but I'm gonna pay someone to make it fit me. And that's what I did. So like there were like 8 inches added into the sides. Isn't that amazing? Oh, my dress. It was so great. She was like, I can definitely do that. She's like, I need you to help me search though for material because the whole, like the bodice was all beaded. It was all Swarovski crystals. So the sides, I was not able to find like panels of Swarovski like that for anything like reasonable. And so, but I was able to find like a beaded lace, like on Etsy, I think, that came off in a very, like similar pattern to what my dress was. Oh my gosh. And it worked and it was amazing. Oh, it was that I had you married off to your brother then. Oops. No, it's totally fine. You know why? Like, I don't know. Like, it's a really nice picture of us. And so I think people just assume that, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's not, it's no problem. And he's just like in his shirt and tie, and we match, of course, because he stood up with me in the wedding. So I had all my guys in different solid color shirts, but like that went along with my bouquet palette. Oh my God, I loved my wedding. And then I had them all in different ties, and it was just so awesome. So yeah, but that brother in particular, I have 3 brothers, and that one wore just like a medium blue shirt, which is sort of the color of my dress. So, um, anyway, and I think that happens a lot because people are like, we look sort of similar, of course. And I think people, when people look similar, they're like, their brain's like, oh, they go together. And then, yeah, I've totally done that. I'm like, I wonder if that's their sibling or their husband. Oh my gosh, I know. Is Max like 10-year-old, 10-month-old Max at the pumpkin patch? No, he was 9 months. He was 9 months old, standing up. Now he was kind of leaning on the pumpkins, but he started walking 2 weeks after he turned 9 months old. Heaven help me. Um, but little Max at the pumpkin patch, if you've not, I don't usually do this, but please go look at Max at the pumpkin patch pictures and his little dino hat, standing with the pumpkins. Oh my God. And if you know me, you know pumpkins are like my favorite object. I mean, pumpkins and tarot decks, of course. And so, like, my little baby next to the pumpkins is like the best. It's the best. Sip, sip from Max and Pumpkins. Okay. Um, let's do one more. Okay, here's this dude like flipping off um these little scully bats. Okay, so here's our full image. Let's see what we can pop out of here. And then we'll switch to one other activity before we go. Debbie said my youngest started walking at 9 months. Okay, is that not the craziest shit when that happens? You're like, oh my God. Like already, it's like you get excited that they're standing up and then they start going. You're like, oh no, not yet. You're like, this is crazy. He took his first steps like right around 9 months at my mom's house. And then while I was at work, of course. And then for like a week, he didn't take any steps except for like along the couch, right? And then like a week went by with nothing. And then all of a sudden he just was off. Um, only here could you hear the phrase, pumpkins are my favorite object. And we all just nod along. Pumpkins are the cutest. Oh, cannot get enough. Hello, Patrice. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Okay, so I want like the bats, scully bats and a horsetail. That seems like a good one. This is the funnest thing to do. Like, honestly, and it also is like a little bit of stress relief, like pushing the puncher. I just endorse this activity, okay? And then we need the guy. Oh, I maybe went too close. Nope, I can do it. You have to be careful what you leave yourself with. Okay, I got it. You might have to like twist and turn the punch around. This probably sounds obvious, but just take your time and scan it around because now we have this guy flipping them off. See ya. Okay, then what? Ooh, the full moon and the horse. That's nice. And a little tree branch. It's so nice because these cards are so packed with things. Even though there's breathing space in the card, there's so much little detail. So even when you make a punch, you have lots of stuff. Like we have a little bit of clouds, we have a full moon, we have the horse, and like a little bit of branches coming from the tree, right? So this is great. Ah, someone will have to send us all spare decks to punch into circles. Honestly, you could go on like one of the tarot, oracle, whatever sites and like secondhand and buy just like a little cheapy deck, even if it's something that you're not super in love with. Like I promise, like this is gonna make it. I promise. I pretty much promise that this will make you love it. It'll be so awesome. Or if you have an oracle deck, like I love oracles and I read with oracles, but I know a lot of people are like, oh, I bought these oracles, then I got into tarot and I don't really do oracle anymore. That's cool. Take one of your like Hay House sale oracle decks that you don't really use and make some circles out of it. And then you're going to love it. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, Candy. Yeah, it's so fun because I'm gonna say I don't care, but like I do care. Certain things I care way too much about, and I just have like that paralysis about doing it. But stuff like this, I'm like, let's just try it out. And you really can't get a bad punch out of these. It's just whatever. We just look and see what we want and go with it. Now this one actually, well, could I get that tree or I might just leave it? It went a little too far down in most of these. So now, like, because of how I took punches out of the top, these all are gonna have, like, I could probably get one out of there, like right there. So you can view it, you know what I mean? You can see it. If you just hold the punch upside down, this brand in particular, you can see exactly what you're punching. But because of the layout of this one, it's not really leaving me much and there's not really anything I want. So then this big one I'll save and I'll put in my junk journal and then I'll write or put stickers or something in here. This will become like the background of a page and I'll just write a little, like little spells in here or keywords or whatever. It's great. Okay. I saw Jennifer saying, yeah, see, would have been fun with some. If you have just a deck that's not quite sitting right with you, try to circle punch it and see what happens. Like little spiritual cookies. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so we'll move on to another project. We might do more of these next week. But yeah, there we go. And also the backs are amazing. Like you could cut out the backs if there's something on the front that's not really grabbing your eye. But I mean, there's a lot. Like this one that we did before, this one's going to be great in the journal because there's like the skeleton talking to the mirror and that like devil beastie behind it. This is going to be a great one to like journal with in the junk journal or whatever you want to call it. Yes, might be a good use for fake decks that have ended up in your collection. Yep. Yeah, counterfeits, duplicates, decks that you're just like, meh, I don't really read with it like this. Try to just make it something new. Yes, I feel like the circle deck belongs to all of us really, because I've not done any punches on my own, only with you all. Oh no, a mini fake. Ugh, better circle punch it. Or I mean, if you really want it mini, then because I love a mini deck, so blah. What a pain these fake deck people are. Okay, so I have to pay attention to time because we are going to go on a little picnic play date today. We have a few minutes left. Let me pack this back up so I don't lose anything. And oh, Isabel wanted to trim the Druid Craft. Thankfully not a fake, but I did get a different deck that is fake, so I might look at what I could do with it. Yeah, it's just the worst. I've only ever actually gotten that Moonlight one that was fake. And it was like super high quality, and I didn't know it was fake until I actually on Simon's video of that deck, the real creator commented. I went back to that video to get the PDF because I had misplaced. I'm like, I must not have saved it, whatever. I knew I hadn't printed it already. I think I downloaded it on one phone and then I got rid of that phone or something. Anyway, I went back to the video and the real creator was like, this is a fake. I created this deck, blah, blah, blah. Here's my site. And I was like, oh, drama, what? And so then I made a note of that. I didn't buy it right then because I couldn't. But then when I could, I went and bought the real one and upgraded the box and everything like that. So Jennifer says, I'm going to hear your voice saying better circle punch it now every time I get a deck I don't love. Yeah, just make it into something else. Yum, sip, sip. Okay. So now we have a few minutes left. We colored the back of an archetype card in Sharpie because I'm going to start mixing the pens, the markers that I use on the backs of those. Archetypes on Tuesday. We're into the places section of the Kim Crayons book now. This guy. Yeah. So I do that Tuesday at 9. Once that's over, my new little baby will be here by the time, like before we even finish that. So it might go on quite a hiatus, I'm not sure. But someday after that, I'll do something else on Tuesdays or whatever my schedule allows for at that time. So anyway, what else? What else? We looked at my sticker deck a little bit, which is a lonely 2 cards, but we will get back to that. Car breaks down, better circle punch it, burns dinner. Better circle punch it. Yes, dogs break out of the garden fence. See, just whatever. Honestly, you just go into your little room and punch some circles and you'll feel better. What else? What else? I'm going to show you a couple, just in our last couple minutes. Phenomena Oracle. This is by J-Bot or Jessica Bot. This is a 2021 deck. I have the Idiosyncra deck. Thank you, Nomi. And I have the Amethyst Oracle, which I'd had when I learned about the Idiosyncra deck, and then the Amethyst Oracle was all that there was left. And I'm like, I must have this design, like this artwork. Oh. So anyway, now I have the second Oracle deck, and Jessica Bot is working on like a very leisurely, like a card a week or something like that. I shouldn't say very leisurely. On their Instagram, you can check that out. I'm not sure the timeline of it, but there is a new one coming out, but it's redone, and I really wanted the original. I will also be getting the remake, but just to let you know, the Phenomena Oracle, I don't know if there are any available left or not. I got this a couple months ago. It was on pre-order for me for quite a while as she finished it up. Here's the backs. Hail, this is like a natural elements kind of thing. Nomi, I just snorted coffee laughing. Oh, about like the problem solving circle punch it. Yes, Diane, I did. I posted it last weekend. I made like 3 posts about, because on the 15th, I do a max update, and I can't remember what else I posted that day. And then, oh, my like pregnancy update picture of my belly and my new car, like those all happened on the same day. So there was a lot. Oh, Chris got the Orphic Tarot delivered, and that's when you can open now, right? That's not a birthday deck that you have to wait for. I was just thinking about that Idiosyncra deck yesterday. I read the artist's Instagram where she called the art ugly and was a bit upset. I know some people do that. Like Radiohead hates why don't I know what it's called now? You know the song. Why can't I think of words right now? I want you to notice when I'm not around, right? They hate that song, and that's what everyone wants. But I think maybe the last couple years they've come around to like performing it again. But anyway, it's like, it's whatever. I freaking love it. So it doesn't matter. She can think it's ugly, and she's doing a new version of it anyway, so that's fine. Here's Decompose, Supernova. Anyway, this aptly titled This and That. Just wanted to show you a few things before we wrap up here. Hurricane, tsunami, fossilize. Anyway, that was sitting here too with my October decks. So I wanted to show you a few of those. in case you're into that vector art, just adorable. I love my idiosyncratic now and forever, and it's amazing. Okay, so there's that. We colored some backs with the new Switching It Up markers, looked at a couple sticker cards, made some punches, looked at my October clients deck, another little quick look at my daily October tarot and oracle. I think that's all the little tour around my what's in reach at my table that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Love hanging out with you on my Friday off. Later today, Fridays are usually a Richie day, so check out Longman Tarot. Today might be the day that they're on Tarot Stash for the next Wheel of the Year, like pregame, right? Like they do a video about what their next readings are going to be. So I would assume like this week is like the pregame for Samhain Richie. I read Samhain Richie. I read Regina's comment right then for the Samhain readings that are probably happening next Friday. I'm terrible. Anyway, check out Tarot Stash and Longman Tarot. I think Becca still does a Friday night chat. I'm usually there on Wednesdays, so I always say this, but anyway. Other Friday friends, please post your stuff, or anyone really. Many channel havers, as Regina would say. So check out anyone in the chat. Or she has, not next Friday. Next Friday is mine. Oh, with Richie or Gerald, one of them. Check out everyone. Check out Orshi next Friday. Oh, and Orshi has a Tangi live today. Thank you so much for sharing all these things, because people like to get these on their schedule. So thank you all for being here. You're so awesome. I hope you have a really fun, relaxing, healing, whatever kind of weekend you need it to be. I hope that that's what it is for you. And I will see you on Tuesday with some archetypes talk. Thank you so much. Bye.